Yeah, like a naughty big chop, feel like zombies are hunting. Wet 'em up, get 'em running like bosses. God, I'm really about my village, I'm not mixed, bitch, I got drippy, not dripping, please. You ain't spark shit, you know, killer bee. Y'all sharks swimming ain't shit to me. Bigger fish to fry, but not big as me, we in a different league.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another video where I basically say whatever the hell I want. And this is unscripted again. Yeah, today I'm gonna be explaining the Lookism threat levels that I always use on both Reddit and on YouTube. Not like anyone asked for this specifically, I'm just fucking bored. And I'm gonna be using this more and more in my future videos, so it's better I explain this now than not explain it at all. And to start off, I'm gonna be explaining what the actual threat level means, and I'll be giving a borderline for who fits in this level. To start off, we have dog. Threat level dog is the lowest level on my Lookism threat levels list. There's not anybody specific that fits in this threat level because this basically refers to all the fodder of the verse. This could be anybody from no names on large crews to no names on the streets. Anybody who is nobody. That's basically what this tier is for. Moving up from this tier, we have wolf level threats. This would be your average numbered seat level. Say an executive. But this is the lowest level of executive. And to give an example, I would have to go way back, even further back than the beginning of Lookism. I would have to go back 3 years past Lookism to the guys like Old Head, Old Face, whatever the fuck his name is. And I would have to take examples from Questism as well, such as at the beginning of the show, the numbered seats for the 4 crew heads. Yeah, those guys, except for North Gang Buck, of course. Yeah, the 3. The 3 low levels. Yeah, those guys. Those are the ones I'm talking about at this level. Next, we have hyena levels. And these would be the old crew heads. Let's take Johan, Jake, Samuel, all those guys from 3 years ago. This would be the level that they would be at. As well as the guys from Gang Buck, like Hajun. This would be the level that they would be at before they awakened and ascended and all that shit. Yeah, this would be the level that they would be at. And for anyone wondering where the Questism guys would scale, this is roughly what I think how it relates to the stats in Questism. So just look at this, I guess. And also don't pay attention to anything past SX, because that's just made up, and I'm not gonna use that bullshit that the people on Reddit came up with, like UX, because what the fuck even is MX? So yeah. Next tier on the chopping block would be lion level threats. This would be the tier that people like Ali Wang, Warren Shea, and Eli Jang were at when we met them, like during the hostel arc. This would be the level that they would be at. And also this would also be the level that Samuel Seo and Daniel Park were in during the third affiliate, because these two were practically going bro for bro with Warren Shea, who's at this same level. So I feel comfortable putting them at this level. Other people would also be like 19 through 11 of North Gang Buck, because all of them fall within this tier. Next tier up would be bear level threats. Sounds weird. Yeah, bear level threats. Don't pay attention to the title of the threat level, because this is not director level yet. This would be the level of the third affiliate and second affiliate workers, like Kenta, Sato, and all these Chinese guys that I can't name. Also, this is also the level that Johan was at after he fought Gun. And also this is the level that Haru Song and Han Jae Ha, as well as the other former heads, are at. Moving up, we have Wyvern tier. And this is where the director level comes in, the actual director level. and this is the level that Xiao Long, Jake Kim, Eli Zhang, and most of the other crew heads at this point. This is the level that they were at during the third affiliate. This is also the level that numbers 7 through 4 of North Gang Book are at. Next up would be Tiger level. This is the level that it's basically the entry point to being king level, and the gatekeeper of these tiers would be Eli Zhang, Samuel So, and Warren Che immediately after awakening, like during their fight with who? With goddamn Seok Du. This is them. This is the level that they are at that fight immediately after awakening. This is also the level that Daniel and the number 3 of North Gang Buck are at before they transcend. So this is the high tiers of Christism. This is also the level where I placed the Busan rookies. Those 4 guys that got wrecked. This is also the level where I put them. Not too high but not too low either, as they did very well for how weak they were. Next up we have the first gen king tier or demon tier. This is also where I have to mention something like the definitions can threaten multiple tigers. Imagine how many tigers it would take to take down a demon. Like, how many of those rookies do you think it would take to take down Seok Du? Exactly, a lot. So that's why I put that in there. Can threaten multiple, not beat, but threaten. That's the thing. And it works for every tier. All first generation kings fall into this category automatically because they can only get stronger from here, because the weakest king that we've seen so far, Seok Du, is at this level. He's basically the gatekeeper. So all kings are either at this level or above this. Also, this is the level that Daniel, Suyeon, Choyun, and number 3 are after they transcend. For Choyun's case, it's before he transcends. Same for Suyeon. You should get the gist of these by now, because the next tier up is Archdemon. This level is for people who are above the first gen king level, the average first gen king level, but are not yet at the peak first gen king level. So yeah, this description doesn't actually do this tier justice. People in this tier would be people like Ryohei Kuroda, Sinu Han, Zach Lee, like during the Hunt for Big Deal, base form Yu Sung, base form Mandiak, red form Jerry, CQC Warren. Yeah, people at that level. Just think of that level of power. This is also the level that Suyeon and Choyun were after they transcended. Next up we have Demon Lord. These are for the high tier kings and the strong pre-gen fighters that are not at the king level of the pre-gen yet. So these are people like the number 6 through number 3 of Busan, because all of them are at a very high tier for not being kings. This is also where most, if not all, of the crew heads are in their base forms after Hunt for Gun. Like, this is where Johan is, this is where Eli Zhang's current peak is, because he didn't get a power up like the other 3. This is where Samuel Seo was until his power up in Cheon, and this is also where Jake was until his power up in Hunt for Gun. So yeah, this is also where Zach Lee and Vasco's peaks are, and this is also where I placed Daniel in his perfect body, because that guy is very, very hard to scale. This is also where anybody who scales to these guys would be. People like Sinu Han at his peak, Ryohei Kuroda at his peak, Mandiak Bang after he attained mastery, Yu Sung crying like at his full power. Yeah, this is basically where all those guys fall in. Next up we have the dragon level threats. These are people such as the high tier kings that we all know of, or anyone at that level or close to it, but they're all above the Demon Lord tier by a significant margin. An example of this would be Sang Bake. I know this is surprising, but that guy is so far above the other tiers that he took on 3 of the Demon Lord tiers at the same time. So that is more than enough for me to place him at this level. Other people at this level will be people like Ji Chang Kwak. I have always had Ji Chang at this level for a very long time, basically since I started this thing. So he's always been at this level, but recently Tae-Soo Ma and Gang Seok Ji have reached this level after they showed what they could do against the other 2. Yeah, this is the level that they're at currently, and this is the base level for Jagyang Na and the other guy, the slit-eyed guy, I forgot his name. Yeah, this is the level that they're at currently in their base forms, and with their unique skills they go 1 tier higher. This is also where all the crew heads except for Eli are at, because Eli still hasn't gotten a power up yet. So yeah, this is the level that they are at, and this is also the level I put the three top tiers of the workers at currently, because after Gun they would have had to gotten stronger, because if they didn't, it would be disappointing as hell. So yeah, next up is the second highest tier, Demigod, and you'll be surprised by the people who are in this tier. This is for the people who were legends in the pre-generation or are prospects to be legends currently. So these are very strong people. Also the level that Jaegyang Na and that other guy would be at with their unique skills, I guess. Yeah, this is the level that they would be at currently. Other people who in this tier are people who can give Gun and Gu in their normal forms a very tough fight. This includes people like Tom Lee when he's not taking it seriously, as well as Gi-tae Kim, because this is where I originally had him. Also, Seong Ji falls into this category. And a surprising person who also falls into this category would be Daniel Park after he unlocks his path, because he was giving belt to ass to Pachanjo. And Pachan is one of these people who can give Gun and Gu a good fight. Other people who fall into this tier would be the top tiers of Manager Kim, such as Alexandra, the military dads, King, yeah, basically people at that level. And finally we have the top of the top tiers, the top 1%, God tier. Yeah, these people are basically unbeatable, and this is where people are gonna contest me, I guess, but this is where James Lee and Gi-tae Kim fall into, as well as Gun and current Gu with his 50 sword style. Yeah, this is where they fall into, and this is also where the Yamazaki twins, Shingen and Shintaro, fall in, and not to mention the rivals of goddamn Gabrielle Kim, such as Moo Jin. This is also where he falls into, and last but not least, the man himself, Gabrielle Kim. This is his tier. But the strongest person in this tier would be Ultra Instinct Daniel, because he beat what we thought was the strongest person in this tier, Yamazaki Gun. So yeah, this is my tiers, my Lookism threat levels. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, because I don't know, this took quite a while to record. Yeah, anyways, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos like this, because I do random shit, my G. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.
I be running through the city, wolf. Fucking up niggas is easy, wolf. I be running through the city, wolf. There ain't no one that can beat me, wolf. I be running through the city, wolf. Fucking up niggas is easy, wolf. I be running through the city, wolf. There ain't no one that can beat me.